Well, for more on this story, Ali Mustafa joins us now from Gaziantep. Ali, what exactly is the latest then on this bombing in Aleppo?
Well, Paul, the situation there, as our report mentioned, is dire. 250,000 people remain stranded, besieged by regime forces. And as of Thursday, we're getting reports that regime forces have taken over another district southwest of Aleppo. This time they took over the Ramusa district. This means that their siege of Aleppo, of rebel-held areas in the city, is now nearing completion.
And Ali, a rare bit of good news yesterday with refugees who've been in Turkey able to cross the border back into Syria, returning to their hometown of Jarablus. What can you tell us about that?
Indeed, Paul, and we saw several dozen, up to 200 Syrians who were living on the border areas and cross into Jarablus. We are also getting reports of Syrians from elsewhere in Syria trying to make their way to Jarablus. They've been waiting for this moment for 5 years now, and they say that this is the time for them to go back and restart rebuilding at least Jarablus and then move on. But on the other side, on the flip side, the towns and cities in Turkey that these Syrians are leaving are now afraid that there'll be an economic slump. So there are two sides to this interesting story here. But for the Syrians that are returning, it's a moment of joy.
And we're hearing that there were buses arriving at the entrance to another besieged town, this time Moadamia. Are we hearing that civilians could be evacuated from there today?
Indeed, Paul. Just to give our viewers a bit of perspective, a bit of context on Muadamiyat al-Sham, this is an area close to Daraya. This is where the regime and the rebels reached a deal together under which thousands of civilians were evacuated and rebel fighters were also taken out to rebel-controlled areas. But Muadamiyat, some of these rebel fighters from Daraya then ended up in Muadamiyat, which used to be on the supply line to Daraya as well. So the plan is to take out up to 1,000 civilians in these 40 buses that the regime has arranged. The civilians will then be moved to tents and other areas. But for the rebels, they will also get safe passage to Idlib.
Okay, Ali, thank you.